The shadow in room 14, the Grand Blackwood Hotel, a stately building with a dark heart. Room 14 perched on the top floor. Guests whispered tales, cold spots, unexplained noises, a haunting presence. Some dismissed it as superstition, others knew better. The room held a secret, a malevolent energy trapped within its walls, waiting, watching. Jenna, a young writer seeking inspiration for her next novel, arrived at the Grand Blackwood Hotel. The hotel, known for its rich history and mysterious past, had always intrigued her. She approached the front desk and requested room 14, a room rumored to hold many secrets.
Are you sure, ma'am? Another room might be more comfortable. Room 14 has a bit of a reputation.
The receptionist hesitated, a flicker of fear in her eyes as she glanced at Jenna. It was as if she wanted to say more, but held back. Jenna, undeterred by the receptionist's apprehension, took the key with a determined look. She felt a strange pull towards the room, an unsettling curiosity that she couldn't quite explain. As she walked down the dimly lit hallway, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The air grew colder with each step, and the silence was almost deafening. Jenna's heart raced with a mix of excitement and trepidation. She knew that whatever awaited her in room 14 would be the key to unlocking the story she'd been searching for. The first night, Jenna felt a chill. It was an unusual coldness that seemed to seep into her bones, making her shiver uncontrollably. She pulled the blanket tighter around her, but the chill persisted, gnawing at her sense of security. A prickling sensation on the back of her neck. It was as if invisible fingers were lightly brushing against her skin, sending shivers down her spine. She reached up to touch her neck, her fingers trembling. Then the tapping began. Softly at first, on the wall by the bed. It was a faint, almost rhythmic sound, like someone gently drumming their fingers against the wall. Jenna's heart raced as she strained to listen. It grew louder, more insistent. The tapping became a relentless beat, echoing in the silence of the night. Jenna's fear intensified with each passing second, her mind racing with possibilities.
She tried to ignore it, to rationalize it away. Maybe it was just the house settling, or a branch tapping against the window, but deep down, she knew it was something more. But the tapping continued, relentless, driving her to the edge of sanity. She covered her ears trying to block out the sound, but it was no use. The tapping seemed to penetrate her very soul, filling her with a sense of dread. Then she saw it, a shadow. It was faint at first, barely noticeable in the dim light, but as she watched, it began to take shape, moving slowly along the wall, moving in the corner of the room. The shadow seemed to pulse with a life of its own, shifting and changing as it crept closer. Jenna's breath caught in her throat as she watched in horror. Fleeting, indistinct, but undeniably there. It was a presence she could not ignore, a dark figure that seemed to be watching her, waiting. Jenna knew she was not alone, and the realization filled her with a terror she had never known.
Would bring her the answers she so desperately sought. Jenna fled the room. The footage, shaky and grainy, was enough.
The hotel staff, faces pale with horror, watched it on repeat. They knew. They had always known.
The Grand Blackwood closed its doors that week. Room 14 sealed shut. The whispers stopped. The tapping ceased. But the shadow remained, trapped within the walls. Some say the footage was a hoax. Others believe it was real, a glimpse into a dark and unseen world. But one thing is certain, the Grand Blackwood remains abandoned, a testament to the secrets hidden within its walls. And the shadow in room 14? It's still there, waiting, watching,